Okay guys, so how's it going today? So this is just a phone video because my main camera didn't get charged. I haven't even been on my old computer today. I've been breaking in a new one. So it's been kind of slowly moving shit, you know, and whatever, and fixing your moving accounts and whatever. I don't have my power on in the shop here yet. And yeah, I got a mess to fucking clean up too. Get some power going here. It is a damn mess in the shop. Clearly on the workbench, and then I got stuff in my pocket yet, and the garage is kind of a disaster yet too. I finally got the diesel fuel tank today. I never got a freaking tracking number with it, so I don't know why. So I guess maybe they don't do it because it came on a big 18-wheeler. I don't know why it did, but whatever. I mean, it could have been put on a UPS truck, I think. You know, it's like the damn thing only weighs, you know, empty is 106 pounds or something. It's not a very heavy tank, so. But I guess that's how they want to play the game, or that's how they do it. And this is a mess too. And I don't know if I'm getting you guys the best shots here, but I'm using my phone. Actually, that's the wrong one, actually. I'm using the phone, and I don't have a tripod for it. If I did, you guys would be on the tripod. So, I was going to wonder if this bong would fit, or this thing here would fit that burn barrel. I don't know. But yeah, I got the 80-gallon diesel tank today. I'm just gonna throw it there, I guess. Then we already installed that in the back of the pickup. So I know you guys were dying to probably see that as well. Well, what I'll do is I'll just give you guys the links to what I bought, and then you guys can just go from there. So I'm not sure which wrench went to where, but no big deal. So, and I showed you guys the fuel pump. I got that obviously quite a few days ago. You guys have already seen a video on that. Well, that's installed, but we didn't get to test it because my uncle said that he wanted a fuse on it. And it requires a 30-amp fuse. So I said, well, I would have to go on eBay and order one. So we spent a little bit of time on eBay. We didn't need anything fancy. We just need something that had a 30-amp fuse in it, so, or that would connect to the wire or whatever. So that's what we did, and I got 2 keys here, and why I don't know. I guess the 4-other key. So yeah. So we got the tank installed. We ran all the wiring and whatnot, and the tank is actually a little bit smaller than I thought it would be. You know, 80 gallons, you think it'd be kind of a pretty good sized tank. And it's actually not. I was actually able to move the tank over, because the way I did it is I think I put the tank in backwards, because well, I mean, you can do it any way you would like. But on Northern Tool, they have it where the pump is on the right side of the truck, and your filler would be on the left side. Well, I put it the opposite way because that's the way I wanted it, because that's actually kind of the way it is on my friend's Dodge Ram. He's got the fuel, well, he's got actually 2 fuel pumps on his, because he's got the combo tank. What that is that he's got 2 tanks in one. One will hold gasoline and the other one will hold diesel fuel. So That's what he's got, but I wanted the pump on the right side or the left side, and that's just the way we did it. Yeah, but like I said, we got the pump installed and everything. That's not gonna fit because that doesn't have threads in it. It's too big to begin with anyway. You know. Because I gotta probably could weld something on that. I guess. Whatever. But this is the bong or whatever, or the plug that I took out. This is where the pump went. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I guess I could hang it on for something. I guess unless you find something that's got a 2-inch thread on it, then that would probably be useful for that. But the pump, we had to modify the pump a lot because I don't think the pump was designed. Well, it was designed for the tank, thread-wise. Like it's a 2-inch thread thing or whatever. It's a 2-inch. It takes a 2-inch hole for the pump to fit in there. So I got that part right, but the pump, the suction pipe is what we mostly had to modify. I actually had to. This is the extension piece that actually would slide up and down. You would adjust it for the size of tank that you would need. Well, I couldn't have it. I had to cut it off because no matter what we did with it, it was not going to fit the tank. We made it shorter. We cut like 3 inches off or whatever. It just wasn't going to work. So I ended up taking that actual off. That actually off, and now we just got the one pipe. Because apparently it's supposed to have at least 3 inches of space between the suction pipe and then the very bottom of the tank. Well, if we got it at exactly 3 inches, I don't know, but we kind of gave it some rough measurements and it looked okay. So but yeah, we unfortunately had to take this off. It just wasn't going to work with it. So that's probably not what you want to do, but fuck it. So, but I actually was able to move the tank over to the left side of the truck a little bit more because I actually wanted to put the spare tire. Well, you're supposed to put them center. You're supposed to put the tank in the center of your truck bed, well, like towards the front of like towards the cab, but in the center, so it looks decent. Well, I put it off to the left side a little bit, the driver's side, because I wanted to put the spare tire in between the tank and the bed of the truck, or the wall, or whatever you want to call it, the side bed or whatever. So, because we wanted to save some bed space, in case we needed to haul a bale or something, or anything like that, So, and no, the tank is not bolted in place. There's no point because we're never really ever going, it's just not needed because it's, well, we can't because it doesn't have the holes in the thing anyway. So you could bolt it. You would have to drill the holes and have your own bolts. Which some companies, I guess they do send you the kit and everything, so you could do that. They send all the hardware, but no, not this company. So, yeah, but we're not going to be needing it anyway because I'm not going to be using the tractor anyway because I don't have the damn loader for it. I know one guy was saying to just go get a used rim. Well, yeah, I could do that, but I'm just not going to do that. I don't think so. But he gave me a rough estimate to everything I believe that could be done. The tractor tire, the tractor tire never blew out. It was the rim that blew out. So the tire is actually still good. the rim is shot. So, and he said that since I was ordering a new one, I think I was ordering a new one. I think I told him just go ahead and order a new one. I don't remember now, but he says that I can pick between colors. I guess there's mostly what's standard with these tractors is silver, and then the actual color of the tractor. So I just got the one that matched the tractor color. So, because that's what the tractor had in the first place. So I figured, why not? I know you guys are dying to see it. I know that someone keeps disliking my tractor videos all the time. You know, they're probably doing it because they're pissed off because they want to see the fucking thing. Which I understand. I mean, I do want to show it off to you guys, but the thing is, it's not here, and it's being worked on. So I'm not gonna go to my dealer and be like, hey, I want to take videos of it so my people know what the hell's going on. You know, that's just not gonna happen. And plus, I wanted to wait until after I had the loader installed, so you guys would kind of get like a double bonus video. You know, I wouldn't have to make separate videos on it. So, but yeah, so I think he said just with everything, the new rim. Thank God I don't have to buy a new tire. The tires, he said the tire's still good. I told him to check the other rim too. And he says that he found out that the calcium is actually in the tubes. It's not in the rim itself. They're in the tube. So, but I think back then, whoever owned the tractor last, even before these last people, they must have had calcium actually in the rims because. Why was my rim so rusted? I mean, or either that or it was leaking. The tube was leaking. So I don't know. Because he said that rim there that the tire blew out on, or the rim blew out. He said that one was rusted and it was obviously it's been welded to multiple times. But he said the other one was good. He said he checked it. It had very, 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 very little rust. He said it was starting to rust in the corner a little bit, which he says that's not a big deal. It was just like surface rust. So, but he said that he says with that, I think apparently the rim was only like $400, a new one. A used one you could probably get like $100 for, $100 for a used one at a salvage yard or something, you know, but I just didn't want to do that. So, it's better to go with new, and then you know it's good for a long time. He said the other one should last for many years. He said it wasn't that bad, so. But I think with the tube, the rim, and then he's gonna do the oil and the oil filters. He's gonna give them a change. He wanted to know if I wanted the antifreeze done. I told him to head and go and do it. He said it cost like $50 for new antifreeze. And then plus, labor obviously to change it. So they're going to do that for me too. And then the fuel filters, he's changing that. And he says he's also going to repair the return fuel line that's leaking. He says he's going to change all that because he says that's cheap. Because it's just a fuel line and then whatever for labor. So basically, when the tractor does come back, it'll basically be almost like a new tractor. It should run. Oh, and it's also going to get a new block heater too. I don't know if I said that in the last video or not. I don't remember, but it's also getting a new block heater. What good it'll do me, I don't know, because I'm not going to be using the tractor because I'm not going to have a loader for it. So the good news is, though, it sounds like it's not going to be putting a major dent in my loader money. Because I had, $4,500 saved up for that loader. Or, yeah, $4,500 for the loader. $4,000 for the loader, because he was going to put the new hoses on. And then the labor to put the loader on my tractor. So that was like 500 and something bucks right there. So basically that's going to cut me down, I think, to, what is it? Maybe 3,500, maybe 3,000. It's going to take a little bit of my money, so. But to be honest with you guys, I'd rather have a decent running tractor than, a pile of crap that I can't even do anything with it, I mean, I'm not going to let it. My grandma's been such a freaking idiot. It's just. She's like, well, just leave it at the farm, I mean, just leave it there. but we can't move it anywhere. That's what, you know, I mean, she just wasn't thinking, you know. And there was actually a lot of other things I wasn't thinking of too, because I'm thinking, well, if we put the dual on, which was the only way we could get it to the dealer, was they had to bring the dual out, and I had to go all the way home and grab my fine threaded bolts because they didn't have any, or he brought the wrong ones. So I just told him, well, just go home or go back to the shop, get your fucking dual. I'll go home and get my fine threaded bolts. Because I said, because I know they'll fit because they were on the tractor in the first place. So I said, I'll just save you the bullshit and I'll go get them myself. So people freaking driving around like it's freaking. What's going on here? I got a car driving really slow. Freaking knobs. But yeah, so basically, the tractor's going to get an overhaul. Which maybe the tractor will love me for it. I don't blame the tractor for the rim exploding because I knew it wasn't the tractor's fault. It was just the fucking rim. Well, not the rim. Well, I don't know. Well, I can't say it was the rim's fault either. I blame it on the farmer, the guy that owned the frickin' thing last, because he was too damn cheap and stingy wanting to go buy a new rim, or even another used one. Like, man, you know. So I still forgot to tie up that frickin' wiring for my lights too on the four-wheeler. Just got too much going on to remember every goddamn thing. And the day that yesterday when I took off to take the tractor in, I had the guy come over for my air conditioner. I had him jack it up and put some dirt under it. I thought he would just disconnect it, you know, but apparently he didn't really want to. So I just told him to come over and do it. But I told him that I wouldn't be here. He'd have to do it on his own. I just told him what I wanted done and showed him where it was, and it's like, dude, I gotta go. I gotta go and take my tractor in and get the loader put on it. Well, and then instead of buying a loader, buying a fucking rim. But I would rather have a good running tractor than a piece of crap. And it kind of sucks too because I put a full tank of fuel in it now. So, yeah, what are you going to do, right? It's a shit show. So what's going to happen now? I guess I'll just have to save up the money for the loader, I guess, and hope that the loader will be there when the time comes. I'll have to save up over the winter. Buy the fucking loader. That's all I can do, because I'm going to be with, I mean, one guy, like I said, was saying to buy a used rim. Well, no matter what, man, even if I bought a used rim, even if it was a decent, good used rim, you're still paying money for them. And I'm still going to break my budget for my loader. So, you know, instead of just fucking around with a used one, I'll get a new one that I know is good, that'll last a long time. Yes, it's going to put more of a dent in my money. But then it's not something I don't have to worry about. Because it's kind of a shit show when, you know, you buy a tractor that's expensive and you get a breakdown, you know, 2 days into owning it. I've only owned the son of a bitch for 2 days, and, you know. But you know what? I had told the guy that had the loader, I asked him if he would come and get it. Because I didn't really want to drive it, to be honest with you, because it was going to be a long fucking drive. I took off at 11, a little bit after 11 o'clock in the morning, and I got there by, like, I was still about 2 or 3 miles away, but I got there by noon, or around 11:40ish, somewhere around there. I mean, I was making good time, though, I mean, for only being a 3-speed, but I was just giving her, so I wasn't taking breaks or anything. I was just going non-stop. But at least I had the radio to listen to, so that was, even though it only picked up like one Canadian channel. Nothing else would really come in. It was all static. I gotta get a new antenna too, but screw it. It'll be fine. I'm not going to worry about it a heck of a lot. So, basically, yeah, the tractor will be getting an overhaul. And I know you guys want to see it, and I want to show it off. I mean, I'm not showing it off to be a dick. I was even thinking about doing a really cool video, you know, like, to make it, you know, well, I just wanted to do a cool video of it, you know. I didn't just want to be like, hey, here it is, I'll show you, you know. I wanted to do something cool, some cool music, you know. But I still can, but as of right now, I'm not going to. One, I can't because it's not here, and two, I just don't have the energy to do it. I've been kind of down about it, so. But I ain't blaming it on the tractor. It's not the tractor's fault. So it's the last owner of that fucking tractor. I blame it on them. They refused to. They should have just replaced it. Even with another used one, you know, it's fine. It's better than having all those fucking welds in it, you know. So since the tire didn't blow, it's telling me that the rim must have cracked a little bit more, and then, or well, the rim probably just gave way because of all the pressure and everything, or you know, from the weight of the tractor. And then when the rim cracked or started blowing apart, it probably just, you know, it cut the tube. So, and then there goes all your freaking calcium shit, whatever. So. But, you know. So I blame it on the last owners of that fucking tractor. They knew what they were selling. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're going to buy used equipment, you have to, you know, expect the worst. You know, I mean, unless you've known the guy all your life, like, you know, like my friends. I mean, if I went and bought his 986, you know, his tractor, I know what to expect because I've been in that tractor for a lot of years, and I know what to expect from it now. So, you know, but that's kind of why I didn't want to go with his, because his is a pile of crap. I still like it, it's just a pile of crap. It needs a lot of work, more work than I was willing to put into it. I would still like to buy the tractor from him, but that would probably be later down the road. Because I think it would be a good little... I think that what I would like to do is in the future, if I could, buy his tractor and then put my loader on that, and then just make his tractor a loader tractor, and then make mine the actual, you know, cutter, baler, disker tractor, you know, kind of thing. Make it do that for a while, and then I invest in a third tractor, maybe something, you know, that would be just considered just for disking and seeding. There actually is a nice, where I bought my tractor from, there is a really nice John Deere 7520 articulating tractor. I think that's been sitting there a while too, but that was pretty nice looking. I thought, well, that'd be a good tractor for disking, or, you know, cultivating, seeding, whatever. And they look the same as what my friend's 7020 is. If you guys go back on those videos where he was cultivating it and seeding the ground, his is a John Deere 7020. This one's a 7520 articulating tractor, so a little bit more gutsy, I guess, than the 720s, but it's still a good tractor, as far as I know. I didn't bother test driving it or anything because I'm not interested in that right now. I was only interested in this tractor, so. But yeah, it put a damper on everything. So, what are you gonna do, right? I mean, I did offer the guy. I mean, well, I offered to pay the guy, you know, money for him, you know, that's holding my tractor now. I was willing to pay the extra $200-300 for them to come and get it and to bring it back. And they kind of made it sound like it was going to be a big job, which I understand. Yeah, it costs money to, you know, do this and do that, but at least then the tractor never would have broke down in the side of the road. You know, I mean, if the rim was to fail, at least it would have failed in a yard, you know, at the farm or here, you know. At least then it would have been somewhere you know, it wouldn't be really fucking with traffic a heck of a lot, or if at all, you know. That would have been. I was so frustrated too because it broke down on the road, and I was like, yeah, this is, you know, it's not the ideal place you want to break down. So I told the guy that when he's done fixing the damn thing, getting my tractor running a bull, I told him just don't. Bring this son of a bitch back on the trailer. I said, I'll pay whatever it costs to ship it back. I ain't driving the damn thing back home because even though he said that the other tire was good, I don't want to worry about that. And then my steering hose is shot yet too, so that makes me a little bit, you know, I don't want my steering to go out, so I'm going to probably replace that over the winter months. I think that's just what I'll do over the winter. I'll just, you know, fix parts that are broken on it. You know, it would actually be a good little project tractor, you know, even though I wanted to use it for snow removal and other stuff, but, what are you going to do? In a way, this kind of turns out okay, too, because at least then I can put money into it and get it fixed up and you know, make it a happy tractor, not a, you know, sad tractor. And then the son of a bitch yet sold the tractor, the front left tire. You guys actually seen that in that video when the guy brought it on the trailer. If you guys looked really good, I was back on the tractor up on the hill. You guys seen that little tire sticking out, right? Well, obviously I did that for a reason. Though. I made that a hint for you guys. I did it that way so you guys could get a little bit of a hint of it. That's the tire that's actually missing 2 bolts in it. I didn't even notice it until the fucking guy at the dealer said that. So it's like, yeah, you're missing 2 bolts. So I told him to put 2 new bolts in there then. Fuck it. His bolts are probably like, I don't know, 50 cents probably. I don't know what the hell a bolt costs. I mean, I should know because I freaking buy thousands of them all the time, but they're not that expensive. I'm not gonna cry over, you know, 2-3 bolts that he's got to replace or put in. I'm not gonna cry over it. Now, I'll rather have them in there than not have them in there and something going wrong. And then on the way to town, every now and then I would hear like a squeak, and it would get louder. It wouldn't get any faster, it would just get louder. So then I pulled the throttle back, and I let the engine just run at a lower RPM. Well, then it disappeared. So I let it run like that for a little bit, and then I went back to revving it back up, and it stayed away for a while. And then it came back like 10 minutes later. So I got a squeak going on. I don't know if it's motor related or if it's tire related. Because it's, like I said, it's slow. But it's not, it just gets louder. That's the thing. It just gets louder. It doesn't go any faster. Doesn't slow down. It's at one speed all the time, but it gets louder. So maybe I have a pulley going out or something. Could be a pulley issue too. I don't know. But I didn't say anything about that because it quit. It only did it those 2 times and it never did it. So I think we'll worry about that once it starts to get louder and this guy's driving his is that a car or there's a guy in town here, the guy that owns that Black Ranger. He got himself another car, but it's a really old one. It's like a half car, half pickup thing. You mostly see those in like California, kind of. But it actually is kind of a neat little car, though. A little car truckery. I don't know if it died on the side of the road or what. Or if it's coming from somewhere else. Oh, it's coming from over here. Never mind, that's not him. Well, that's what it kind of sounds like anyway, but he did come down this road right here, though, by past my shop. I thought it was kind of a neat little car. So, but yeah, so I guess when the tractor returns to me, she'll be kind of like new. So, she'll be like new. But, not going to be able to do anything with it. It sucks, too, because I put all that freaking diesel fuel into it. And I think on payday, I gotta figure it out. Someone needs to tell me how many bottles of heat I should buy, because I need to get heat. Yeah, that's what it's called. It stops diesel fuel from gelling up. Well, I need to know how many bottles I would need for, I think, about 75 gallons. I think that's what the tractor holds. It's got 2 tanks on it. So, I think a grand total holds 75 gallons. So, I probably should figure that one out. But if you guys can let me know, let me know. Because I know that the stuff that I buy for the machines, well, that's fuel stabilizer, but that right there treats up to 25 gallons. I think that's if you dump the whole damn bottle in, which I'm not doing because I don't need to do that. So, yeah. So, that's a little bit of a tractor update, and the fuel tank, like I said, is here. We got that installed. My uncle said he didn't want to hook it up to the batteries because he didn't want it. He says if it should short out or something, it could cause battery damage. Well, to be honest with you, I got a couple things on Big Red that don't even have fuses on them. And, I mean, I don't use them a lot, but, you know, it's just the way it is. Hey there, kitty. Yeah. Go to the house. So I'll show you one thing that doesn't have a fuse. Get this out of the way here. This plug that I put my warning lights in, it had a fuse, but it broke. So I just cut it off. That doesn't have a fuse on it. Mind you, it's not pulling a lot of juice. But it's the point that I don't have one on there. So, I mean, that's probably a risk. But, I mean, I guess I gotta figure out what gauge wire that was. I could probably get one for it, but whatever. I'm not gonna really worry about it too much. But yeah, so I figured I might be better get one for the truck. So I got a 30 amp. Well, that's what the pump requires. It requires a 30 amp fuse on it, so that's what I ordered for it. So probably should get something for Big Red's setup too there. The CB and the warning lights have their own built-in fuses in them and the switches, but the wire from the battery going to that plug does not. Which I don't know if it really needs one or not. I mean, I could do it for shits and giggles, but I've just never done it. So, but yeah. So anyways, guys, sorry for the long video. Figured just let you guys know that I finally got the fuel tank. I'll put the link below to that and the fuel pump that I got. I mean, even though you guys have seen the fuel pump that I got, but I'll put the link to the fuel tank. How that thing can actually be an 80-gallon tank, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. But I guess it is, so unless they lied to me, I don't know, but whatever. Whatever's going to be more than enough anyway for what I got to use it for. So, and you guys are going to say, well, why do you want that? Why can't you just drive the tractor out there to get diesel fuel? Because it ain't that far to go, really. It ain't. Since I know this guy sells it. But the thing is that I don't really want my tractor on the road any more than it has to be. And, you know, I just don't want to, I don't want my equipment on the road too much. So, you know, it's just not something I want to do. So, since the tractor will be coming home with a full tank of fuel and I won't be able to use it for anything, I'm not going to be filling the diesel tank either. So the diesel tank will just stay empty until I need to get diesel for the tractor. You know, maybe I can buy a used snowblower or something for it, but fuck. It's going to be a lot of money, but what are you going to do? So, but yeah, so anyways, guys, I guess I'll probably take off. I know you guys have been dying to see the video, or the tractor. I understand that. It's just that it's not going to happen. I could tell you what it is, but then what's the point of making the video and showing you it? Because you already know. So I'm not doing it, you know, to be a dick. I'm not doing it because it's not here. I can't do it. If it was here, I'd be doing it. You damn well know that I'd be doing it for you guys, you know. So, but since it's not here, I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. Once it gets here, I'll probably park it right here in front of the shop because I know it'll be a good tractor. Then that's probably when I'll make the video. So, but right now it's going to be a while because they have to order the rim. They got to get antifreeze, oil, and stuff like that. You know, they got to get that shit. But they said they're also doing that right in the middle of freaking beet harvest. So they said that they have to do beet harvest more than anything else. So my tractor's going to be waiting a little while. So from what it sounds like, though, it's already in the shop. Like they're already tearing it down and getting it ready. So then maybe they spend a couple hours every day doing something to it, which I guess is better than nothing. As long as they're doing something to it every day, at least, you know, even for 15 minutes, at least it's something that they're doing to it. So, but yeah, he already gave me a price check on that, like I said, and it doesn't. I think he said like maybe close to $2,000 probably, when all said and done. Maybe. I kind of forget now, but I think he said it would be close to $2,000 possibly. So, I'm just gonna have it done, so then I don't have to worry about it. I mean, yeah, the oil will be new and everything in it and stuff, but, you know, at least, you know, then it'll be good for the summertime, because I may use it next summer. I mean, if my friends show up, maybe they'll put me on a disc or something, and I can disc some of the land for them or something, you know, because, you know, it's kind of just to the point where I think we need to start doing more of the work ourselves, and that's why I bought this tractor, was so I could take some of the workload off of them. I'm waiting for them to come and pick up their, well, I don't have to wait now, but hopefully maybe next summer. Well, I really was thinking of maybe pulling out the old disc that we have. We have an old disc sitting at the farm, and I think really all it needs is just new tires. So I was going to maybe get some new tires for it, and I just disc that ground out there, that, you know, grain field. So at least it'd be one thing the guy wouldn't have to fucking do. Not saying that I probably couldn't do it. I mean, once it gets here, I probably could do it. Because you ain't gonna need the loader. But, you know, I just don't want to have to put, I guess, money into buying new tires right now. Because I don't want to, you know, even though they're the ones that planted it, it should be their responsibility to disc it under too. But, you know, you just can't really, you can't expect them to do everything. So, I don't know. I probably should just spend a little bit extra money too and get the 400 to put in the shop too and get the 400 fixed because because that's only going to be our main loader tractor now. Mine was supposed to be the main loader tractor, you know, and then we would just fix his and then we would just park his, and then if mine should break down at some point, then at least we would have a backup, you know. So when we don't, I mean, yeah, I could still move bales with my tractor. I could do it, you know, pulling with a chain. But, so, I guess there's multiple ways of you can get, I mean, you just got to get it done. You got to figure it out, you know. You don't have what you have, so you got to do it. So, we'll make it do somehow, I guess. We'll fucking pull them with the tractor if we have to. So, but yeah, if you guys can tell me how many bottles of heat I'm going to need for diesel fuel so it doesn't gel up on me, let me know. As far as I know, it's a 75-gallon double tank. You know, two tanks, both hooked. I mean, they're all hooked together, obviously, but as far as I know, it's 75 gallons. I was going to look into that, but then I forgot again. So yeah. So if you guys want to do that, let me know, and I of course appreciate it and stuff, and stuff. And I got some new subscribers. I didn't know if I said that, or I don't think I even said that at all. I got some new subscribers, and so freaking right. I always like that. So meeting new people. I think that's kind of I guess that's the only reason why I'm still on YouTube. It's just because, you know, you meet good people and you just don't want to leave them hanging. So even though they probably wouldn't give one shit about you, but you know. But so. I'm just going to say now, this is definitely not a kid-friendly channel. I'm just saying that now. It's not. So, if you got little kids, You know, you don't want them to hear bad words. Don't be coming to this channel because it ain't gonna help you much. But if you don't care, then I ain't, then have at it. But I mean, if I had kids, I probably wouldn't care if they watch videos where someone swears a lot. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. As long as they don't do it in school, I guess I'm okay with it. Unless the kids start to pick on him, then that's when you just gotta beat the shit out of him, So, because I'm gonna raise my kids to be tough. I ain't gonna, raise them to be pussies. There's already too many of those in the world, We need some damn hard asses. So, I guess that'd be my job. I'll teach my kids to be some hard ass bitches, and if someone gets in their way, just plow right through them. So, yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna take off. So, I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.
Thank you.